the changes that are being made by the KO team now in relation to that, many of those job losses are in relation to that. That started 5 years ago. This was always the plan.
So the projects across New Zealand that have stopped, are you saying that all of those builds across New Zealand that have stopped being built under your government, is that something that Labor did? Because that's just false.
It is definitely true that we have asked Kainga Ora to become more financially sustainable. We had a damning independent review of it. And the looking into Kainga Ora's build programs again started 2 years ago because even Grant Robertson and Megan Woods were really worried about the cost escalation inside Kainga Ora.
No,
so it's definitely true we've asked them to become more sustainable and more effective because we're really worried about the organisation.
I'll give you, Jenny, I'll give you right of reply.
I think, Jenny May, we need to take a think about when this government is going to start taking responsibility for its own actions and its own cuts. It's been continually blaming the last government, but when there are dozens of significant social housing builds across New Zealand and that have been stopped, and Chris Bishop is trying to blame the last government, I just think that looks lame. They need to start taking responsibility.
I'm just saying that are funded tax cuts. I'm just saying the changes announced by Kainga Ora yesterday in relation to the housing delivery system, that is a program that's been underway for 5 years or so now. It's actually, as I said, one of the decent things the last government implemented.
But you did stop several. You did.
It is true we are reviewing. It is true. If I could just make one point, it is true we have asked the organisation to become more sustainable and efficient because they are losing $500 million a year. They've borrowed billions over the last few years.
No, this is the point that they often miss out. They've borrowed billions over the year. But what do they get for those billions?
What are their capital gain?
They actually borrowed $10 billion, which sounds like a lot. But Bish, what do they get for that $10 billion? Do you think it just kind of went on Christmas parties and stuff? Because what they actually got was $25 billion worth of houses. So it's a net positive of $15 billion. And I'm annoyed that these guys don't get called on it by anyone. Jenny's run out of time here. Can't blame her for too much of that. But this is the question that you should ask every politician when they give you a number. What was that for? What was that debt for? Because if the debt was, they went $3 billion into debt. What for? A modern state-of-the-art hospital in Dunedin. Oh, sounds like quite a good spend of money. What was it for? It was for the Christmas party for Sir John Key. Yeah, not quite so good. So just saying the amount of money is not the end of the conversation. Finding out what it was used on is actually the only thing that matters when you hear any politician talking about budgets or about money that's been spent.
And all of that has an impact on the Crown books, and this is part of getting the economy back on track and getting the Crown books back in order.